But for beginners, for maybe indie dance style, who feel like they're kind of stuck in a rut and they're not getting better. What advice could you give them?
I always say that if you feel like you're stuck or you're facing some kind of burnout, which definitely happens, burnout is so real, take a break. Take a small break and come back, and then you'll find yourself feeling refreshed. Another thing I would suggest for people who are stuck in a rut is try solo dancing, or even try martial arts. Try something other than the dance that you're kind of
something different, right? Yeah, okay.
And see how it would affect or improve your dancing. Or maybe, who knows, you might want to jump from, like, say, salsa to zouk.
Yeah.
I know it's kind of biased there, but but that's what I would recommend. And also, I remember being stuck in a rut once for salsa. It was going to one of those congresses that really inspired me to level up.
Yeah, congresses do that. Congresses definitely do that.
And also, any form of solo dancing also helps, because the solo dancing helps you bring out your own creativity in the dance.
Okay, yeah, definitely understand that.
That's a challenge right there.
Yeah.
So how about this for people who are intermediates in the dance and they want to get to that advanced level?
Yes.
What advice could you give them?
Congress.
Okay.
Go to a congress or go to another city. We had the social crashers at one point.
Yeah, okay. That's Hanado.
Nayo. Yeah. I think Josh Adams was, I think, a part of that too. Please correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I apologize. But what they would do, I love their concept. They would go from city to city, and they would kind of like crash the socials at the cities and experience how the dance scenes were. And I cannot tell you how quickly they leveled up. They were already intermediate, on their way to advanced, and they were just like knocking it out the park. And next thing you know, they're back in New Orleans, and I'm dancing with them like, how'd you get so smooth?
Yeah, okay, of course.
What you been doing?
I know, what have you been doing? So yeah, for intermediates, highly recommend go anywhere where there's higher level dancing.
Of course, yeah.
And then you come back here and then share what you learned, you know? I think people tend to feel discouraged sometimes when they're in the same scene and they don't experience any growth. What happens is, I think when you dance, like say you're an intermediate lead and you start dancing with beginner follows, I understand that challenge, but I think definition of a good lead is one that can dance with any level follow.
I believe it.
And you need to be able to adjust to your level to follow. And when you can do that, when you can press the button in your brain, okay, I gotta go down and become a beginner lead, or I have to be careful with this follow because they need me for weight support or whatever. It makes you a phenomenal dancer.
I believe it. Yeah.
And I think you should look at that as a healthy challenge.
Yeah. Sure enough. Yeah, I definitely understand that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this real quick. Can you give me one tip that can make anyone a better dancer immediately?
Ooh, anybody a better dancer immediately. I think the biggest tip I can give you is it all starts in here, and you need to have confidence in your abilities. If you only know how to do the basic step, do it with confidence.
Okay.
You know, don't feel like other people are watching you and judging you, even if they are doing that. Half the time they're either looking at their phones or they care about how they look like.
Hey, here it is.
And if they're sitting there passing judgment, that's a reflection of their own personality. Don't let it bother you.
Right.
You came here to dance. You got to be confident no matter what level you are.
Yeah.
You know, and if that takes some time off the dance floor and you got to take a break, so be it. But if you lose that confidence in yourself, you will never grow it.
Right. And I think that's probably life, though, ain't it?
Oh, yeah.
If you have confidence in yourself, I don't know what you're going to accomplish.
That's right.
Yeah.
There was a point in my dancing where I was so low in confidence, and everyone was just telling me, you're such a great dancer, what are you worried about? And I was like, I just feel like a loser.
Right.
For what? So sometimes you're in your head with that stuff, you know? And you kind of just got to step back and reassess. And you're like, you know what? I'm not that bad.
Okay.
I'm actually pretty good. You know? So try to think about what can go right and not what can go wrong all the time.
Okay. I'm curious. I would like to know, How'd you get out of that dark place though? Where you kind of low confidence.
Good question. I had some really close friends.
Okay.
That, reawoke the confidence.
Okay,
in
nice.
Me, and they didn't give up on me. But I think most of all, I had to assess myself, and I had to really stop judging myself.
Okay, yeah.
If you danced me before, I would be like the one person that constantly apologized in every dance.
Okay.
And that's one thing I really had to put away. I had to stop being sorry for the things that I was doing. And when you social dance, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Right.
Even if you're performing, it's okay. You made a mistake. It's not the end of the world. At the end of the day, we're dancing because it's fun.
Exactly. That's why we go out.
If it's no longer fun, then what's the point?
Right.
So,
as I remember Sergio saying, he said he doesn't remember the last time he had a perfect dance.
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be. If you focus too much on perfection, you might miss the journey.
Sure enough. There it is.
So,
I agree. Like for me, like when I go out and social dance and I'm like forcing myself to be present, it never works.
Yeah.
It never works. I get heavy. Yeah. I cannot listen to any signal.
That's right.
It just... And then, like, once I get to that point, it's like, I don't know how to get out. I cannot get out. I have went in so far.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm just going to go home.
Francesca, you pointed out something earlier that that's sometimes something I run into when I'm forcing myself to be there where it feels like work, Yeah. It feels like you're burnt out. What I tend to tell myself is, Tina, just let it go. Let it go. Breathe. If you take a couple of breaths, it's amazing what it can do to help you truly become present. Sometimes, nowadays we're so busy. There's so much going on in our head. While you're dancing, you're like, crap, did I put the stuff in the dryer? Did I put the clothes in the dryer? Did I turn off the stove at whatever,
Yeah.
And you just gotta let it all go. You're on this dance floor for yourself. This is your time to express your creativity, to literally let go and enjoy the serendipity of the lead, or create the dance as a lead. It's your creative time, and I think it's a really healthy thing to do with your free time. You could be doing so much else with your free time.
Of course, yeah.
You're there. You brought yourself there. Take advantage of it.
Right. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.